Tati is saying she made a video because she was manipulated by 2 grown adults. In that video, Tati, you accused James Charles of being a sexual predator, of sexual crimes. You should be investigated for making false criminal claims. Someone's like pushing you to do a video or pushing you that way. You're a grown-ass woman. You're probably damn near 40. You can make that decision yourself. And why now are you deciding to speak up? Because it's cool to hate Shane and Jeffree?
That's disgusting.
And again, I'm not defending Shane in this. I don't know what's happening, and I'm sure as hell ain't defending Jeffree. But think of the grand scheme of things here. We are in the midst of a pandemic, of a racial movement, and this girl is concerned about letting people know that she was kind of pushed into doing a video about James Charles. Bitch, you were salty as fuck that he promoted a different hair company, a hair vitamin. Wow, you know what the fuck? You were bitter. Like, just say that. And you threw in the sexual assault. You went above and beyond to be like, hey, I heard you were a sexual predator trying to get, like you said yourself, he was at your dinner table saying how he was trying to get straight guys and trick them or whatever the fuck you said.
Like, sucking. Like, I'm just like.
This is crazy. This is like whatever the fuck. Because you started that video and you put that out there. You heard that there was victims coming out about James Charles. So in order to get his phone down, you decided to make the biggest hit piece in the history of YouTube. So, okay, so was it Shane and Jeffree who pushed you to the video? Or were you scared that sexual victims were about to come out, so you wanted him to put his phone down by making a crazy hit piece from one of his best friends?
Coerced and manipulated me.
Now, like, be prepared. Not let me also put 55 million people against you.
And that's period.
Bad look for them. That's why you took it down, bitch. You didn't feel sorry? Like, you weren't like, oh, yeah, I fucked up. You didn't reissue an apology to James publicly until now, until Shane and Jeffree are in hot water. You could have reissued an apology to James even in December if you felt like your safety was at risk.
That's disgusting.
Like, she's literally crying and pausing to cry because she paused to cry right before she mentions trying to connect Jeffree with a charity thinking that could help him. And she goes, I just realized he can't change. You don't need to cry over this stuff. You know what we can cry over? Cops not arresting Breonna Taylor. Like, your comments say, how about mention that once? You mentioned your charity. How about mentioning Black Lives Matter movement? Because when all that was happening, you were still silent. You were the only person online that didn't say a fucking thing. I wonder why. Like, I wonder why. Like, honestly, all of this stuff, like the fact that she's crying over this stuff, when literally, still to this day, there's no justice for Breonna Taylor and other Black people who have lost their lives with zero justice for their killers. She's crying over hair vitamins, her friendship with Jeffree, and how she thinks Shane and Jeffree, who she's only met Shane one time, bullied her into this video. Again, I want to make something clear. I'm not deflecting or defending past behaviors. I will say it again. Like, Shane owned up to his shit, still waiting for Jeffree's apology. I will make it clear that Shane is literally my brother. I will never stop loving him. Like, it's like my family, it's like my mother, it's like my sister. If any of this has happened, I'm not gonna just be like, well, fuck off. Okay, now she's saying in this video that Jeffree is going to go off and we need to be prepared.
Right, ladies?
Sucks. And honestly, this is the God's honest truth, because we're just being fucking truthful in this video. Honestly, he's never said that shit to me, like I have shit over people or whatever. Yeah. Can hold over our heads. How about we just stop being shitty people in private? How about we stop saying racist bullshit stuff? You blame all of Dramageddon 1, the fact that a fucking almost 40-year-old woman is still using the words like Dramageddon in her fucking video. Like, they all had a part in it. Manny has said racist things. Laura Lee has said racist things. Pretty much every fucking body does. But how about now in 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017? How about we just stop saying that shit? And then there's nothing to be held over your head. What are you scared of Jeffree gonna come out with?
Okay? And that's on a period.
It's just crazy. This is just crazy to see. And like I said, I am no longer like a huge Jeffree Star fan. I have my own shit with him. Okay, I do. This is not deflecting, oh, Jeffree's my friend or whatever, you know? Because that was bullshit. That was bullshit. And, you know, but at the same time, I can't deal with this person just piling all this on now that they're in hot water. Yeah, recording people and releasing DMs and shit is bullshit. That's why I was mad at Tab for fucking releasing our DMs, because I went to him in confidence. He said he was going to make a video. I said, hey, I am kind of like nervous to talk about Jeffree right now. Please don't release this, and did. I hate that bullshit. I hate releasing voice memos. I hate all that bullshit. Say your piece, and if it comes to court or whatever, let legal decide. Doing all this bullshit, secretly recording and shit, that's fucked up too. I'm not going to lie. But don't just automatically be like, we need to forgive these people. Bitch, what's he got? What does he got on you that you're like, okay, let's just like forgive? Jesus. She also mentions, like, just be mindful. Like, some people can coerce, you know, you to say things that you might not have otherwise said without their little push in their nut. Guess what? I don't know. My whole life, if someone's like, people don't just coerce me to say things I want, and that's just, there's not gonna be shit of me saying, like, I don't even know what she's like even like referring to, but she said James was a sexual predator in her original video. There's no video of me just calling someone a sexual predator because someone else is saying it or I'm pushed to say it. Those are serious accusations. At 32, which I am now, at your age, which is almost 40, at 20, at 18, no one's pushing me to say stuff like that. That is incriminating. Imagine two people in their mid to late 30s talking about a 19-year-old.
You are very old and you need to play your age and not 12. You are an old lady.
James actually won a Nikki tutorials. Who the fuck cares who wanted who with a fucking collab? Like, is this all people have is fucking YouTube? Shit. She starts crying over her beauty brand taking a toll. But as I once mentioned, the state of the world. Where's the prayers for our state of the world right now, Tati? Where's your off? Like, you prayed on this for a year, but you couldn't pray for Black Lives Matter, for any of this shit happening. Corona, people fucking die. Like, there are people literally dying, Tati. And you're gonna cry because it's affecting your beauty brand? Holy shit.
And that's period.
She was excited to meet him in hopes that one day he could tell her life story about her struggles getting into beauty. That's why you wanted to meet Shane. That's why you wanted to befriend him. You don't do research on people you're going to meet. Baby girl, you were not gaslit. Because she said, when's the sugar hair, bear hair, drop, what the fuck? I was beyond gaslit. No, you're just stupid. If someone's here sitting in my home and saying, your mom molested 20 kids and we have the proof, I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, all right, well let me just like make this video real quick, you know. I mean, you didn't show me any evidence, there's no proof, I've never heard this before, I don't know you, this is the first time meeting you, but let me just make this video now real quick about this, because you're gaslighting me. No, that's called just being a fucking idiot.
And that's period.
Plain stupidity. No one's gonna give you evidence. No, you said in the same breath that you were a victim of sexual assault, and for that I'm fucking sorry. Because the majority of people I know on YouTube, including myself, have also been victims of sexual assault, and it fucking sucks. And it's not fair, so how dare you go on camera and perpetuate that? And don't say you were fucking gaslit. You wanted to also bring him down because of the sugar bear hair thing. Yeah. So much shit, and I don't speak on it. Even for people I don't personally like, including Gabby Hanna. I've heard horrific things about her. I've heard horrific things about David and his friend group, people I dislike. But guess what? I don't speak on that. I speak on stuff that I've gone through, that I've witnessed, not stuff I've heard. Because then that's when you start perpetuating lies, rumors, and criminal offenses, which could be criminal unto itself.
Right, ladies?
And what is with no one ever taking accountability? How can people just not say fucking sorry? How about she says, I apologize, James. That was fucking wrong. Why do we need to put the blame? Why do we need the backstory of this? Because none of it fucking matters, because you're a grown fucking adult. I hear people gossip all the time in my fucking ear. So why are you gonna just believe something he says? Again, I don't know. I've never heard any of this shit from anyone. I've never met James Charles. I didn't even know Shane knew James. I don't know any of this shit. But it's just stupidity. Don't say you were gaslighted, when in actuality, you just have no intelligence.
Why?
This fucking things. Why haven't we been investigated? Why hasn't James Charles offered some sort of thing? If I've been accused of these crimes, you best fucking believe I'm not gonna be like, hey, love you guys, that's my tweet for the day. No, I'm gonna be like, fucking come investigate me. Come, like, whoever's saying this shit, whoever's perpetuating this, all these videos people are making talking about it is perpetuating. Something needs to be done. Yes, you're a public figure and you can pretty much say what you want about public figures, but when it comes to a serious crime and these accusations keep going and going and going, you shouldn't be apologizing to James Charles, who you believe to be a sexual predator. You should be like investigating him Or just don't fucking say shit. If nothing's gonna be done, just stop saying shit. You know who else needs investigation? Elijah McClain, in his case. She says it's not her place to contact the authorities or the alleged victims. Bitch, and how is it your place to make a fucking YouTube video to an audience that you share with James Charles to 55 million people? How is that your place? I would love to know you're rationalizing that. It's not your place to contact the cops for sexual assault or go to the person being accused, your friend being accused of sexual assault. No, just blast it on YouTube to perpetuate a rumor even more. She's saying she made no mention of it, but I do remember her saying James Charles, like trying to trick straight guys or whatever. And now she's mentioning it in this video. 1 year later, you're supposedly friends with James Charles. And now, once again, you're stating once again all these allegations that are still around and arise, and you're still perpetuating it. Own up, say sorry, don't mention again, move the fuck on. Talk about Breonna Taylor, Elijah McClain, Black Lives Matter, and move the fuck on. And continue making yourself perfect with a fucking ring light and writing more scripts and just continue about your life. How about that?
And that's period.
This is gaslighting and manipulating. This is it, what she's doing right now, because now she's talking about her fertility, how her body was just too frail because she couldn't sleep or she couldn't eat from this. That's gaslighting and manipulating. Something that has nothing to do with the story or the narrative you're trying to paint. Trying to make others feel sympathy for you so they can go blame Shane and Jeffrey. For what? For gossiping with you and you being dumb enough to be like, okay, well, we gossip, so now I got to make a video about this. Oh my God. And then she says, Jeffrey being part owner of Morphe, and there's no coincidence that they are now coming out with their own hair, skin, and nail vitamins because there's 50,000 of those on the fucking market and no one gives a fuck about Halo Beauty anymore. Oh my God, I tried your vitamins and guess what, bitch? They made me break out worse than it is now. It ain't good. It ain't crap. If this was one big advertisement to promote your shitty brand that nobody cares about, it didn't take because of Dramageddon, which you weren't even involved in. I didn't even know your fucking name until that one fucking video you did about James Charles. And so I bought your vitamins because I felt bad. I was like, hey, Teen Top, whatever the fuck. And then everyone's like, oh, these are actually shit and they make us break out, so let's not buy them anymore. That's why your business tanked, not because of these videos. I'm done. I can't. Jesus.